So apparently, the government offered Ralo a sweetheart deal. At least as far as whatever time he would or would not have to be doing in their facilities. And Ralo said, nah, brothers, I'm not telling on nobody. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. Hey, don't forget to check out the link of the day in the description. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, the government offered Ralo a deal. Okay, so for everybody that don't know who Ralo is an individual who is accused of being basically a part of a black drug cartel. He's the individual that bought like a whole like little housing section. I don't know if it was like 12 houses or 16 houses or something like that. Like the projects. And then he let people live there like for free or whatever the case was. Anyway, he has been accused by the government, by the FBI, of flying drugs in. And when I say drugs, I'm not sure if he was dealing with heroin or fentanyl or anything else, but I know for a fact the drug that he was dealing with was marijuana. So I don't want to just say drugs and just leave it out there. For what I know, it was marijuana. So you can have your opinion on that, whatever it might be. If he was also trafficking in other things, then yeah, whatever. But he was trafficking in marijuana, and our culture nowadays, we're just the state of America right now. We're just looking at marijuana a little bit differently than we're looking at a lot of the other stronger and drugs out there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, anyway, so they actually were tracking him. Through planes, I think that when he got busted, it was actually at the airport. I think they busted some of his homies at the airport or whatever the case might be. He wasn't there. They busted some of his homies. I think it was like, I forgot what they had, like Trap America or something. I forgot what the name of they clique was. Anyway, so the government comes to him and the government says, yo, look, we're going to give you 5 years. Now, before I go any further and talk about the whole 5 years thing, let me also say 9 times out of 10, if the government comes to you and they say, yo, we're going to give you a certain amount of good time when we could throw the book at you and we're not going to throw the book at you, that's because they want something in return. It's not because they're like, oh, man, you know what? I woke up on the good side of the bed today. Free jail. And they're just like letting people out. No, that's not what's happening. What's happening is they're coming to you and they're like, okay, we're going to set up this deal. This guy knows some big heads somewhere else, and we're going to try to convince him to turn on them. So we're going to give him 5 years in hopes that he might turn on whoever his plug is. You feel me? Whoever his supply is. You understand what I'm saying? So Ralo tells them, screw the 5 years. And then he goes and he feeds the whole entire dorm, which obviously he has the money to do with whatever they can find in the commissary. Now, with that being said, they got these cookies, right? I don't know about wherever the fell Ralo is, but in Rikers, they got these cookies, and I swear I can't find them bitches anywhere. Anyway, that's not it. That's neither here nor there. So he decided that he was gonna feed the whole dorm. So, I guess that was like a show of solidarity. Like, yo, look, man, whatever the hell these guys is pushing, I'm not with that. So, I guess we're going to find out what happens after that. But the government does have a strong case against him. Let's not get that confused. The case is strong. I guess what they're looking at, besides whatever evidence they might have recovered, when I say they, I mean, I guess Ralo and his team is looking at, besides whatever kind of evidence they might have recovered, if no one is talking, they can't really place shit or they can't place anything on Ralo. So that might be what he's looking at. He's looking at it like that. He's like, yo, look, I'm with solid dudes. They gonna, if the government's throwing time at them, they gonna eat that time. I'm gonna take care of their family. That might be, the position that Ralo is taking. you know, because they still have to be able to put things on him. And if he wasn't there at the locations where some of these crimes was actually being committed, or where some of these alleged crimes was actually being committed, you know, it's going to be pretty difficult to actually put it on him. So that might be the way he's looking at it. And he's probably like, well, you know, we got some solid guys over here. And not for nothing, we talking about a guy that bought basically like a little housing projects type of thing, where I think had like 7-8 houses in it. I don't know how many houses it has, but it wasn't like 30 house place, I don't think. But the point is that this seems like an individual that if you did eat some time for him, that he is going to take care of your family, that your family will be good. Like, this does seem like that type of individual. And then when and if you do get out, then he's going to be right there to help take care of you also. So we're going to see what happens. He said he's not taking the 5 years from the government. His lawyers is also, I'm just assuming, saying, nah, homie. So it is what it is. Anyway, let me know what y'all guys think about this. Do you think he should have took the 5 years? But like I'm saying, if he takes the 5 years, most likely they want him to snitch, and he is refusing to snitch. And you want to know something else, not for nothing? They might have offered him the 5 years because of how badly they want him to snitch, because of how badly they want him to talk. And he's already been denying and turning them down. So they've probably been going lower on their numbers. They probably started off with like 10 years or 15 years or something. And now they're all the way down to 5. So the assumption could be made by his attorneys that soon, you know, that for whatever the reason is, they want information from you. And for whatever the reason is, maybe they don't have a strong case against you without you. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I was just going to close the video after I said that. But I realized that because of some of the people that be in the comment section saying things that don't make no sense, you don't understand what I mean by that. What I mean by that is, in order to take the deal, then he would also have to cooperate. And he'd have to say what part he played in everything. And by him saying what part he played in things, then that means that he'll be putting other people or compromising other individuals. You understand what I'm saying? So he doesn't want to cooperate because he doesn't want to compromise other individuals. And that's what they want him to do. They want him to compromise other individuals so they could have more arrests. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can compromise one person, and then because now they could be able to pick that person up, maybe somebody they didn't even know about, a whole nother gang set or whatever, or a whole nother organization that, you know, they probably knew about, but that they couldn't get in on. Now you probably also compromise them. So by Ralo not saying anything, he's not just in fact helping himself, but he's also preventing the government from putting charges on who knows how many other organizations. Who knows? No, Ralo is accused of having a pretty big organization himself, and having a pretty big foothold, allegedly in the drug ring himself. So by getting him to speak on his acts and the things that he's done, in reality, what you can also be doing is having him compromise others and other organizations. So that's probably why they're offering him the 5 years, because they really, really, really want him to, even if he's not going to point at anybody else directly, they really, really want him to come out and cooperate and tell everybody what he's been doing. And for everybody that don't know, when you cooperate, like, you have to be like 100 with it. You can't halfway cooperate. You have to cooperate fully. You have to tell them everything that they want to know about the crimes that you committed. You can't halfway cooperate. Then they could be like, you know what, we know all of this stuff that you just told us, and now we're still not going to give you the deal because you didn't go 100. You only went 98. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.